fly over the mountain. One of these days I'm gonna ride on the silver lining. One of these days I'm gonna witness all I've been missing. One of these days, and one of these days I'm gonna do all the things that I've never done. I'm gonna finish all the races that I've run but I've never won. And I'm gonna see a million faces, recognize everyone. One of these days, one of these days, I'm gonna see the hand that took the nails from me. One of these days, I'm gonna walk the streets of gold that will pay for me. One of these days, I'm gonna hold the key to the mansion built for me. One of these days, I'm gonna see my Savior face to face. One of these days. One of these days I'm gonna see just what became of me on the day that I believe, when you took myself from me. And I believe I will see what I would have been if you hadn't saved me. One of these days, and one of these days I'm gonna talk with all the saints that have gone before, and in their sandals I will walk. We will sit along the shore, and I will learn everything that I never knew before. All this and more. One of these days I'm gonna see the hand that took the nails from me. One of these days I'm gonna hold the key to the mansion built for me. One of these days I'm gonna walk the streets of gold that will pay for me. One of these days I'm gonna see my Savior face to face. One of these days, oh yeah. One of these days I'll finally be in a place where there's no more need